Thanks, Victoria. And April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, and we're hoping to give every child in the Valley a voice, but we need your help. Now, this morning we're joined by Janet Magee with Blue Sunday, and good morning again, Miss Magee. Thank you so much for being with us. And we just saw that piece about, the bullying that takes place sometimes in these schools, but sometimes we believe or we think that it's just adult on child, and that's considered child abuse, but there is child on child abuse as well. It's almost the same signs, warning signs too. Right.
Well, and there's a wonderful organization called standupfoundation.com. Great tips on that people need to be aware of. I'm not the expert at bullying, but I love this foundation. I love what they teach. And it's really stay in a group.
Yeah.
When you're being bullied, you yell, stop, and you walk away. Don't fight back, because actually fighting back empowers the bully.
Right.
So, yes, I think anything that hurts a child is abuse, whether it came from another student or comes from an adult.
And you mentioned that it has similar, reaction from the kid. Sometimes they don't want to go to school because of that. They, fail on grades, sort of like if there was an adult involved as well. Any sort of abuse.
Pain is pain wherever it came from, and so it does affect children. And I know that this is our time of the year that we really focus on child abuse, but, children are abused, and foster children have needs year-round. And that's why I'm glad I get to come today and share with you. Yeah,
and it's so important that parents get involved in something like this and look out for those red flags. But sometimes parents also should have, they have some red flags that other people around can notice if there's something going on with the child by the way the parent acts. Can you give us some of those warning signs?
Certainly. The warning signs are on our website, bluesunday.org, and you go to Signs of Child Abuse and click on that. And I love this list that we have because it came from the U.S. Department of Health. And it's the Child Welfare Gateway. And on there, and I'll read a couple of them, these are signs that there might be child abuse. And these are the parent signs. The parent shows little concern for the child, denies the existence or blames the child for the child's problems in school or at home, asks the teacher or caregiver to use harsh discipline, sees a child as entirely bad or worthless or burdensome, demands a level of physical or academic performance the child cannot achieve, and looks primarily to the child for care, attention, and satisfaction of emotional needs.
Right, and a lot of those signs that you wouldn't have necessarily relate to child abuse can be red flags for those folks around these families that perhaps are experiencing something like that. What should someone do if they do see some of these signs?
Well, for sure, the two most important things that all of us should do is we need to know what the signs are, and then we need to know who to call. And the number to call is 1-800-4A-CHILD. And when you call there, it's anonymous. You can stay anonymous if you choose, but always call. I mean, we have a kind of a little expression about don't look away.
Yeah.
Don't walk away, but become the way for these children.
Yeah, sometimes, people probably don't want to get involved in other people's business, but when there's a child involved and they can't speak out for themselves, it's important that somebody speaks out for them.
And it's the law.
And it's the law, like you said, and because of that, we want to help those efforts. So you're going to join us later today in our 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock newscast, because we're going to also have a phone bank for people to call in. If you see any of those warning signs, pick up the phone, find out exactly what you can do and what are those signs that you need to be looking out for. So again, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time, Ms. Magee, and we're going to see you later on today. So keep it tuned for that one.